3 pairs of eyes gazed at the scanner screen. Eyes like those of a sad and lonely person in a strange town desperately seeking the smile of a friendly face. The 4th pair of eyes gave no hint of emotion. The Doctor was totally absorbed, totally fascinated. Vicky sighed, a sigh so audible that Ian could not resist a sidelong glance at his young companion. He turned back to the screen, and knowing exactly how she felt, almost mechanically placed a comforting arm across her shoulders. She didn't seem to notice. Barbara sighed, perhaps not quite so audibly, but with gentlemanly impartiality, Ian's other arm reached out to comfort her. All he could see on the screen was sand, 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 and more sand. Why couldn't the TARDIS, just once, materialize in a pleasant, leafy, tree-lined street in Hampstead or on Wimbledon Common? How about a pretty Yorkshire dale, or a Welsh mountain top with nothing around more menacing than a flock of silly sheep? Or if it had to be sand, why not a sun-drenched Californian beach? Or maybe even the south of France? Yes, there was a pleasant thought. Cafes and cordon bleu restaurants, palm-shaded promenades and contented humans basking on that sand, soaking up the sun's rays through their sunscreen, swimming and playing in a beautiful blue and silver sea, smiling, laughing, happy people, sipping cool drinks, tasting delicious ices. At that moment, Ian could almost taste tutti frutti. And why couldn't the TARDIS materialize in the good old 20th century? In some peaceful corner of the world where they could just relax and not be caught up in the stupidity of human wars or some other folly. Ian sighed, deeply, and 3 pairs of eyes turned to look at him. He did not return their gaze, but he felt himself blush. "Where are we?" he asked, as though they were travelling from London to Manchester and he just happened to have dozed off for a few minutes. The eyes turned back to the screen. And now, for the first time, something other than sand appeared as the scanner moved on. "A rocket?" Ian squeaked. "In the middle of miles and miles of nothing but sand?" It was the Doctor's turn to sigh. But before he could say anything, a second rocket appeared, then another, and another, then a spaceship, and a second spaceship, and more spaceships. So many ships of such diverse shapes, periods, and design, that now 4 pairs of eyes were riveted to the screen. There was no sign of life, only the ships, motionless in a sea of sand. And then, beyond them, a building came into view. The scanner moved in for a closer inspection. The building was large, very large, in shape something like a ziggurat. The surface was made up of geometric panels, triangles forming pyramids, and covered with what seemed to be a dullish metal, which, although the sky was bright, gave off no reflection. "It's the casino," Ian thought, his mind still on sunlit beaches and gentle pleasures. "Like the casino at Monte Carlo, or Nice. We'll find 2-headed monsters playing 3-dimensional roulette." He chuckled to himself, and then stopped in case someone decided to investigate his sense of humour. He needn't have worried. Everyone was too engrossed in studying the building in question. He was intrigued, though, by the non-reflective panels. "Do you suppose this planet has a sun?" he queried. The Doctor shrugged. "Presumably," he muttered. "Otherwise, where would the light be coming from?" "I only asked." Ian was a trifle peeved at the Doctor's brusque reply. He was anxious now to be up and about doing something, and the Doctor, as far as he was concerned, was being his usual cautious self. Ian sighed again. "What is the matter with you, my boy?" the Doctor snapped. "If you carry on like that, you'll sigh your life away." "There doesn't seem to be any sign of life," Ian answered. "Why don't we go and take a closer look,